It looks like the algorithm made you stumble across this mythical video today, so man, you better thank it. So for this video, I have a few questions for you. A few broad questions, a few deep questions. Have you experienced love? Have you been in a deep relationship? Do you have a very close friend that you're willing to die for right now? Have you experienced the heights of life? Have you been at your lowest? Have you Have you regretted something very deeply? Have you chased your dreams? Have you failed while chasing them? Have you succeeded? And so on and so forth. All deep questions. And I'm asking you this because I believe a lot of young guys are trying to settle down, are trying to find the stable job, are trying to find the balanced life before they even experience an imbalanced life, before they even experience a rough period. I'm saying this, bro, because I see so many young guys, man, they seem lost in the sauce, man. They're way too inexperienced when it comes to life, when it comes to being a human being, when it comes to being a person, a friend, a partner, and whatnot. But they all just settle down for whatever is in front of them, and they're not willing to take the risk. They're not willing to make that step that is going to be hard, that step that will make people look and judge you. And this is the critical part. This is the question I have, man. I don't know what is the point. What is the point of being secure? What is the point of trying to find the security in life right off in your 20s, in your early 20s even? Some people try to do that. Like, you have not experienced life. You're still very young. The juice of life is still there. You haven't squeezed it. Then why are you settling for a stupid job that you hate? Why are you trying to become rich at 23? There are just so many things that you haven't done yet. What is the point of it? If you do what the system tells you, if you try to follow the traditional path that has been ruined from the last generations, if you try to follow something that has been proven to work few decades ago but is in ruins right now, then I don't get you, man. I don't understand why would you do that? Because that path, that traditional path doesn't work anymore for the 20-year-olds there, even the 30s, even some people in the 30s. This obsession with finding the stable job, with being secure, with finding the balance and stability in your life so early on is just bullshit. We humans are not built to be stable our whole lives. We're not built to be this robot that is just gonna feed the system and take no risks. Our whole existence, our whole evolution is built upon risk. I mean, some dude from Spain decided to go out in the ocean and trying to find some land, and he stumbled across South America, right? He stumbled across North America. Some people from Europe, from Northern Europe, they stumbled across Australia and so on. Like, all these things, it was not guaranteed. They didn't know where they're gonna sail, but they did it anyways. I'm not telling you to become a sailor or whatever. I'm just telling you to take the risk that you think is worth the while. There are things in life that you will want to achieve, that you're gonna want to do. And these things, a lot of the times, involve some risk, because the things that are available to you right off are just boring. They're not entertaining. They're not interesting to you. You know, all these slub jobs, all these office jobs, all these magazine jobs. I don't know what the fuck there is right now, but all these silly jobs you're not interested in. That's the reality. If you're a normal person, you're probably not interested in becoming an accountant, for example. You're not interested in it. You're gonna do it because you feel like you need to, you have to, but you realistically don't have to. The thing is, all these jobs are boring. You don't want to do them. And if you don't want to do them, why not try to perceive something different that you're interested in? I mean, since you're in your 20s, probably, even in your teens, even if you're 30s, even if you're in your 30s, you're still young enough to try to dream big, to try to achieve something. Because the end goal for most of people, including me honestly, is not to be a millionaire, to be a billionaire. I don't really care about money that much. I want to be fulfilled. I want to have a family. I want to have my purpose fulfilled. I want to work towards something that I feel like it's worth it. That's the whole point. I don't care about becoming a 16-year-old millionaire who dropships fucking products from China for 10 times the price in the US. Like, I don't fucking want to do that. I want to do something that's gonna be helpful to the society. I want to do something that I feel it's worth doing. This something, most of the times, it involves risk, because the modern job market, the modern jobs, the modern system is not built for you to follow your purpose, to follow your bliss. It is built for productivity. It is built to maintain itself, to maintain this absurd scale of production all around the world. This is why you have things like Temu and Shane, where you can buy a fucking electronic device like a tablet for like €3. Like, that is the hyperactivity that we've indulged in for way too long, and now these are the consequences. I don't mind that there is a laptop that you can buy for $10. The thing is, we're in this late stage of capitalism, and this needs to be maintained by people like me and you, who need to work, who need to be productive in this system but not fulfilled. Nobody asks for your fulfillment, they ask for your productivity. Now, I went off the topic, but this video is already all over the place. It doesn't even matter. Follow your damn bliss, bro. There is nothing else worth the while. You have to go for it. You just have to go for it. You're either gonna drown or you're gonna stay above the water, whatever it is. It is worth to follow your bliss, because there is nothing else worth right now in this world. It is not worth to be a sheep. It is not worth to work for the system your whole life. A system that at the end is probably not even gonna award you. You're not gonna become a millionaire working for some random company. That's the whole point. But following your dream, you're gonna become a millionaire, or you're gonna fail and you're gonna be old and broke. But who gives a fuck? You tried. You at least try to achieve what you wanted. You either will succeed or you'll fail. The odds are mostly against you, but it doesn't matter. That's the whole point. Even if you drown, you've tried. You tried to achieve that something. You didn't, but it still doesn't matter. You still tried. Or maybe, some of us will get there. Some of us will achieve our dreams. Our ambitions will become our reality one day, maybe. And think at this point right now, think if you're 19, think about your situation right now. Think about your doubts. Doubting is praying to the devil, right? That's exactly what it is. Think about how you feel right now, and think about how exotic, how amazing of a feeling you're gonna get when you actually achieve something big in your life, something that is gonna leave a stamp behind you, something that maybe your kids will inherit, maybe a nice business, a nice family business, like the possibilities are endless, man. Maybe you build some career, maybe you become an actor or a singer or whatever you're willing to become. Think about your grandkids listening to your album in like 50 years. I mean, these are all beautiful things. I'm not gonna say that everybody's gonna become a singer. I'm not gonna say that everybody's gonna become the next big streamer, but it is still worth to try, because the other side of the coin, this huge machine that requires so much energy, that requires a mega battery to run, to keep going. We're the people, you and I and our parents and who else, we're the people who charge this battery day in, day out. This battery drains your soul, man. This battery kills the life inside of you. It kills the wonder. It kills this childlike spirit you have inside of you. It gets it. It destroys ambitions. I really hope you don't go down that road. And I started this video by asking you all these questions, because realistically, these are the things that is gonna make your experience here on earth worth it. These emotions, these events, these experiences, these milestones, these relationships, they're gonna give you the meaning of life. They're gonna give you exactly what you're missing right now. These things will make you want to live again. You're not gonna be the guy that just survives. You're gonna be the guy that lives. I mean, maybe they will ruin your finances in a short run. You know, maybe you'll have to spend some money on something you're not willing to. Or you're gonna have to spend some time on somebody that you're at the moment not willing to. But at the end of the day, these things matter. These relationships, these things are the real thing. These things actually make life what it means. And not the fucking money, bro. Not the fucking job title. Not your CV, not your career. These things don't matter at the end of the day. When you're on your deathbed, when you're lying there, you're not gonna think about the Excel documents. You're not gonna think about how many more sheets you could have filled. You're gonna think about the relationships. You're gonna think about the people. You're gonna think about your peaks, the experiences you had with them. And if you have not experienced many of them or none at all, how do you expect to find yourself? How do you expect to find a job that is going to make you fulfilled? It's impossible. It is literally impossible. You cannot be fulfilled if you have not experienced anything in your life. You have not had a girlfriend, maybe. You have not been in love ever. Bro, these things are meant to happen for you to be healthy. This is the way it works. For thousands of years, for our whole history, people fell in love in their 20s, in their young teens. They experienced things with their partners. They bonded with people. They formed friendships for life. And now this doesn't exist anymore. People in their 20s do nothing. They just try to drop ship some bullshit from China to somebody in North Dakota. And that is their whole existence. They just want to make this money. They want to feel secure. But I don't know if the price you're paying for the security is worth it. I think it's not. Try to fuck around. Try to do things. Try to mess up on purpose even, to see that life is not as serious as you think. I mean, it's not like you shouldn't become homeless. That's not what I'm trying to say. I think you shouldn't walk on eggshells. You shouldn't be so scared. You shouldn't try to find stability in everything, with finances, with jobs, with your nutrition or whatever. Sometimes you gotta eat that fatty burger. Sometimes you gotta, smoke that joint, bro. You just have to do it. Sometimes you gotta place some money on red. You might lose, you might win. That's the whole point. This is what life is about. It's about taking risks. It's about indulging in these adventures that might pay off. These are the things that keep you moving, that keep you sane. That's why you get depressed. That's why you get miserable. And that's why you don't like anything. You feel like you're dying inside because you don't do shit. You sit in your office. You go to the shitty commercial gym. You go on your walk and you just repeat these things that are not bad for you, but they don't give you anything more. The neuroplasticity in your brain is stopping here in your 20s. You stop going to school, you stop meeting people, you stop learning new skills, and you're just fucking working in front of a MacBook whole day. You fill emails the whole day. I mean, is it really what you want? Think about, is it really what you want? I'm not trying to brainwash you in any way. I'm trying to help young people and help myself here, because I'm also just entering my 20s. I don't know what the fuck I need to do, but I know that this bullshit, I know that this bubble of an economy, I know that these slub jobs are not what I'm looking for. And I'm willing to say it online. I'm willing to put this on YouTube because I know that many people feel this way. I know that young people are so fed up, but they don't know what to do because they've never experienced anything in their lives. And they're just stuck here in this limbo, trying to figure it out, but they can't because it's not easy. And this is why I'm trying to give you the courage to be your older or your younger brother who says to you that you need to go for it. You need to do whatever the fuck you need to do, because this is what life is all about. You need to follow your bliss and your purpose to arrive somewhere or get destroyed in the process. Get in the grinder, bro. Get in the grinder. You might get shredded to pieces, or maybe you're strong enough to survive it and get through it. And then when you're on the other side, everything is gonna become so much more meaningful. That is why older people feel so full of life. There is a 90-year-old grandma out there on the street right now in your place that walks around smiling. She's happy, bro. She's happy. And you're 22 and you're miserable. You're thinking about that you skipped a gym session. You're thinking about that your meme coin went down $100. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you trying to achieve? That's my idea here. What are you chasing here? I don't get it, bro. Next Dogecoin? What is this? Six pack in 3 weeks? So take this as you wish. I don't want to be too aggressive. I don't want to be too wise here. I don't want to seem too smart because I don't think I am. I'm just trying to present you another perspective that you don't see online that much. I want you to drop the facade and look what is underneath it. Who is hiding there? All these habits of self-improvement, what is hiding under these habits? Who are you under all of these layers of bullshit? Who are you under there? What kind of person with a purpose and bliss are you trying to put to grave? That person under there who strives to become something big, who strives to become a man with a purpose and meaning, you're trying to bury him actively every day by doing these brainless activities without thinking much, going full automatization mode. And then people come around and say, oh, time flies. Time goes by so fast. Of course it goes by. You're literally not living. You're just in a full loop 24/7. You're not doing anything new. You're not doing anything that you actually enjoy, that you actually like. You're just doing things thinking of the return in 5 or 10 years. But sometimes you have to live in a moment. So I was here presenting the truth. You might like it, you might not like it, but I would say I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay sane. And we'll see each other pretty soon.